Welcome to our channel. You apply for a job, go through 3 interviews, and HR still tells you we're reviewing other candidates. Today, we are breaking down the entire hiring process, step by step. What's up, everyone? If you're a student, a job seeker, or even an employee wondering what actually happens after I click that apply button, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the hiring process in Herm. And don't worry, this isn't your boring HR textbook. We're talking simple explanations, real-world examples, and of course, a little bit of Gen Z humor to keep things interesting. By the end of this video, you will understand every single step of the hiring journey. You'll know exactly what HR is looking for, and you'll finally get why hiring can take so ridiculously long. We'll have a 30-minute version for those who need a quick exam-ready summary, and a full 60-minute deep dive for everyone who wants the real HR scoop. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's decode the mystery of hiring. First up, what even is the hiring process? In simple terms, the hiring process is the complete journey of bringing a new employee into a company. Think of it as the entire adventure, from the moment a job is created all the way to a new person sitting at their desk. This journey has 3 main parts: recruitment, selection, and finally appointment, the Gen Z version. It is everything from the job post going live to you getting that offer letter in your inbox. But here's the reality check. You, the hopeful candidate, see it as just one action. I just applied. You hit submit and wait. For HR, however, that's the starting gun for a long, complex marathon. They're about to start a whole sequence of reviewing documents, making phone calls, setting up meetings, and conducting assessments. It's a massive undertaking, which is why your simple click kicks off such a lengthy process behind the scenes. Now, you might be thinking, why do companies go through all this trouble? What are the objectives of the hiring process? Well, it's not just about filling an empty seat. First and foremost, the goal is to get the right person for the right job. A perfect match benefits everyone. This directly leads to the second goal, reducing hiring mistakes. Hiring the wrong person is costly, not just in money, but in team morale and productivity. Imagine the stress for everyone involved when someone isn't a good fit. A solid hiring process helps avoid that. It also aims to save time and money in the long run. A well-structured process is efficient and prevents the company from having to rehire for the same position a few months later. Ultimately, all of this contributes to improving the overall performance of the team and the company. When you hire great people, you build strong, effective teams that can achieve amazing things together. So that lengthy process, it's all designed to build a winning team and avoid the headache of a bad hire. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. What are the actual steps in the hiring process? This is the core journey from start to finish. Step 1 is job analysis. Before a company can even think about posting a job, HR and the hiring manager need to sit down and analyze the role. They ask questions like, what does this job actually involve day to day? What tasks need to be completed? What skills are absolutely essential for someone to succeed in this position? This is the foundational blueprint for the entire process. Once they understand the job, they move to step 2, creating the job description and job specification. These are 2 different documents. The job description, or JD, lists the tasks, duties, and responsibilities of the role. The job specification, or JS, outlines the qualifications needed, like education, experience, and specific skills. Think of it this way, the GD is what you'll do and the JS is what you need to have to do it. With the GD and JS ready, we hit step 3, recruitment. This is the active part where the company goes out and tries to attract candidates. They post the job on LinkedIn, company career pages, and other job boards. They might reach out to people directly or use recruiting agencies. The goal here is to create a large, qualified pool of applicants. Next is step 4, and it's a brutal one, application screening. This is where HR starts filtering through all the resumes they've received. And here's a scary statistic. On average, a recruiter spends only about 6 seconds looking at each resume. They're quickly scanning for keywords, relevant experience, and qualifications from the job specification. This is why having a clear, well-formatted resume is so crucial. If you make it past the screening, you move on 2 steps. 5. Interviews and tests. This is usually a multi-stage process. You might start with an initial HR phone screen, which is a basic check for culture fit and salary expectations. Then comes the technical interview with the hiring manager or team members to assess your skills. Some roles also require skill tests, like a coding challenge for a developer or a writing test for a content creator. After all the interviews and tests are done, we arrive at step 6. Final selection. The hiring team gets together, compares notes on all the top candidates, and makes a final decision. They weigh the skills, experience, interview performance, and culture fit to choose the single best person for the job. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, step 7, the offer letter and appointment. HR extends a formal job offer, which includes details like your salary, start date, and benefits. If you accept, congratulations. You are officially hired. The long, winding journey is over, and that's the 30-minute breakdown. Perfect for students who need the essentials for an exam or anyone new to the job market. But if you want to understand the deeper layers and how this all plays out in the real world, stick around for the extended version. Alright, welcome to the deep dive. Let's clarify some common confusion. People often use the terms hiring, recruitment, and selection interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. Recruitment is the process of attracting candidates, creating that pool of applicants. Selection is the process of choosing the best candidate from that pool, and Hiring is the overarching umbrella that covers the entire process from start to finish. So a simple memory trick is hiring equals recruitment plus selection. They are all parts of one bigger journey. Now let's talk about how the hiring process looks in the real workplace, because it can vary a lot depending on who you are and where you're applying. For students, the process often involves internships and campus placements. Companies visit universities to recruit fresh talent, and the process can be quite streamlined with multiple rounds of interviews happening over just a few days. For current employees, hiring can mean promotions or lateral moves to a different team. This internal hiring process is often faster because the company already knows the candidate's work ethic and culture fit. The type of company also makes a huge difference. Startups are known for their fast hiring processes. They need to be agile and fill roles quickly, so you might go from application to offer in just a week or two. On the other hand, large corporations are famous for their slow, bureaucratic hiring, with multiple layers of approval needed from different departments and a higher volume of applicants. The process can drag on for months. This is where you get that classic HR line, "We'll call you soon," while you're left refreshing your email 50 times a day, wondering what's going on. So let's bring it all home. What's the big takeaway from all of this? Getting a job isn't about luck, it's about navigating a very structured HR process. Once you understand how hiring actually works, you can prepare better for each stage. You can tailor your resume to pass the 6-second scan. You can anticipate the types of questions you'll get in different interviews. You can apply smarter by understanding the needs of the company. And most importantly, you can stress less because you know what's happening behind the curtain. The next time an HR manager tells you, "We're still reviewing candidates," you won't just feel anxious. You'll know exactly what stage of this complex process they're in. You'll know they're likely conducting more interviews, comparing top candidates, or waiting for final approvals. Understanding the system empowers you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this breakdown helps you on your career journey. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content like this. Let me know in the comments which part of the hiring process you find the most challenging. See you in the next one.